Nigga!
New condo saying they like the front. You can't.
We welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. Tonight, it'll be the Wizards going up against Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And now Washington's starting group. They've got Alexander Sarr. Cullum is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's George in at the 4 slot. And for Chicago, we've got Devin Booker, Doncic out there with James. Then there's Maxey, and it's Adams in at center. Here we go. So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Here's Maxey. Doncic outside. Adams with the screen on Middleton. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Middleton. Takes the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. James in the post. Working on George. And James gets it to go on the assist by Adams. McCollum kicks to George. Middleton the pass to George. And stolen by James. Maxey with it. Now defended by McCollum.
Great defensive awareness from LeBron. Sees his opening and capitalizes for a fast break.
Pass to Coulibaly. Now here's George. Middleton outside. Over Doncic. The rebound by Steven Adams. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's McCollum. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Middleton looking it over. 6 to shoot. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Booker. Again, Chicago.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Carrington's checked in for the Wizards. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to McCollum. Coulibaly with it. To the inside. Sarr. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Now here's McCollum. Misses and the dry spell continues. Here's Maxey. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Carrington. 1:37 left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Sarr sets the screen for McCollum. The Wizards with another miss. Chicago leading by 14. Here's Maxey. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Maxey's got 6 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams changing it up here. .112 left in the first. Middleton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. Good on the bucket.
Boy, that's a nice shot. Middleton is a tricky cover in that medium range area.
Here's Plum. And good that time.
Oh, she got a high percentage look and made the most of it.
Washington trails by 16. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Here's Booker. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Booker's got his second bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Whitmore. Now McCollum. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Here's Plum over Whitmore. And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Washington trails by 16. Pass to Champagny. Now Whitmore. Here he goes. Plays it up and banks it in.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Booker the pass to DeRozan. That three off the mark. Johnson surveying the floor. Whitmore with it. He's against Jokic. And it's Whitmore missing. Outside DeRozan. Over Whitmore. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
Jacks up a three. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Here's Jokic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Jokic has got his first basket.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
Here's Whitmore. Guarded by KD. The Wizards with another miss. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's KD. Misses the fallback J.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
And Washington making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Ball stolen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Goes up on the high post. Jump shot is good that time. And Chicago leads by 20.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
Here's Carrington. That one's in, his first shot this game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Plum. Over Carrington. Here's Jokic. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Here's George. Johnson with it. Gray's there. Chicago grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
For 3, Durant. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Koulibaly. His 3-pointers off the mark. Chicago leading by 20. Here's Gray. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, I think sometimes the mid-range is overlooked. Kudos to her for utilizing.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
So both teams making some changes here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, the Wizards with another miss. Chicago leading by 22. And sometimes Stan lost in everything he has done for his team. Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
Now here's Tatum over George, and it falls over the rim and in. Tatum's got his first points of the game.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Gasol, a screen on Middleton. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by George. Here's Koulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gasol kicks to Gray. Just 3 on the clock. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's Chicago as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
That's all you.
Tatum against Middleton. Back to Koulibaly. Misses the three. Chicago leading by 23. Gray passes to Maxey. Here's Tatum. Gasol's in the post. He's guarded by McCollum. It's Gasol missing. And Washington has possession. Inside, here's Middleton. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Chicago. Here's Carrington. Here's Gasol. Banked in off the glass. Gasol's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Chicago. Pass to Koulibaly. And here's McCollum. The Wizards with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And it's Carrington missing. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Tijane Carrington, shooting one.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Middleton. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Carrington. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Wizards. They're scoreless since the first half. Carrington with the ball. Maxey finds Carrington. The three from Tatum. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Back to Koulibaly. Shot to stop the run. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Gasol setting the pick for Maxey. Buried from 15 feet out. He's got 8.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxey's skilled at finding space to let it fly.
Pass to Middleton.
2 minutes.
Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. And Gasol with the dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And the Wizards with possession after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. McCollum against Maxey. And he comes up with the deuce.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Chicago.
Carrington in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you know, being able to quick release shots like that is how you stay ahead of the defense.
Outside, George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Koulibaly. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Goes up on the wing. Here's Tatum. Nice work on the board. Staying off at the basket. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, nice hustle by Tatum. When an all-NBA level guy is giving effort like that, it's infectious.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to McCollum. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Gray. Here's Chicago. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Nailed from three-point land.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Now here's McCollum. In the corner, it's Sarr. And again, Washington, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago just dominating this one, and will return shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here is Doncic. And he lays it straight in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Carrington. No good from outside. Carrington's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. LeBron, good.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Bagley dishes to Johnson. Back to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Booker outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Johnson outside. Over Booker. Johnson can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Wizards making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Middleton finds Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The Wizards with another miss. Chicago with the ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Now Doncic. Count that one. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Sarr. Koulibaly with a screen on Booker. And it's Carrington missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Middleton. Now McCollum. In the corner, Middleton with it. Over James. And another miss by Washington.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, Washington, no good. Here's Chicago. They're rolling here on a 15-point run. And the dunk by James.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to McCollum. What a terrific move that was.
Points in closer, always something coaches strive for.
Here's Booker. Rebound by the Wizards. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. Booker the pass to Adams. That one goes in.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Back to Carrington. Here's Middleton. McCollum outside. No good on the three. Chicago with the ball. Huge run right now for going 19-2. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
McCollum outside. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Doncic. From 13. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, LeBron James.